I'm Sarah Gore, and this is Open House NYC. In honor of Black History Month, we are checking out some of our favorite homes that celebrate color, originality, pattern, and personality, including an historic theater in Harlem that's also the home of this neighborhood original. And we're in Los Angeles for a tour of this stunning jaw-dropper you are not going to want to miss. We're with this design duo who sought to bring a downtown cosmopolitan vibe to their client's Westchester estate. Plus, we are down south in Atlanta at a home that brings glitz and glam to the traditional. But before all of that, we are in Harlem to visit this joyous ode to color and pattern.
When you walk through my front door, it truly is a feast for the eyes.
Welcome to Open House NYC. This week we are celebrating Black History Month, so it is only fitting that I am coming to you from the former home of the late, great Toni Morrison, the first and only African American to win the Nobel Prize in Literature. Through her best-selling novels like The Bluest Eye, Song of Solomon, Beloved, Jazz, and Paradise, she was the rare writer whose work both challenged and changed the world. Her classic Tribeca loft was her New York City refuge and is exactly the way she left it, filled with the things that inspired her, her collections, art, and of course, books. No surprise for a person who famously believed language was the true measure of our lives. An idea definitely worth remembering today. This spacious home is bright and airy with a graceful flow from the dramatic entry to this warm and welcoming living area. A large custom bookshelf teeming with volumes links the spaces. And we can't forget her library, which is the perfect place to curl up with a good book or even write your own bestseller. Her bedroom suite is a serene escape overlooking downtown, one of 3 bedrooms in the home. We are getting started in Harlem at the apartment of interior designer Courtney Mcleod. Her curated apartment is filled with statement pieces that embody the simple but often forgotten golden rule of design. Surround yourself with things you love. The result is a bright and memorable place that one can't help but feel happy in. See why.
Hi, I'm Courtney Mcleod. I'm the principal of Right Meets Left Interior Design based in New York City, and we're in my wonderful home in the heart of Harlem. So my design aesthetic is rooted in the pursuit of joy. I'm known for exuberant, confident use of color, bold patterns, and really unique interiors. I really feel like I've created a little jewel box that's perfect for me, and I couldn't be happier with it. When you walk through my front door, it truly is a feast for the eyes. Of course, you can't ignore this amazing blue on the walls. It's bright and happy and bold, but it's also really comfortable to live with. It also sets off my 2 favorite pieces, and that would have to be the oversized piece of art that's right over my sofa. I think people are afraid to play with scale in smaller spaces, but really go for it and use that big piece of art in your smaller living room. Another thing that I think this room demonstrates really well is balance when it comes to color. It's about having that primary color, which is the blue in this case, and then our secondary color is certainly our orange, which is the sofa. It's a really classic style, a Jansen style sofa on legs with casters, which I really love, and that's another trick for a small space. It helps to make the space feel more expansive because you can see the floor as it travels under the furniture. And of course, I cannot speak about my apartment without mentioning the rug. It is a peacock. There is bold orange, there's blue. It's elegant, it's sophisticated, but it's also really playful and it doesn't take itself too seriously. I think it was the perfect pick. One of my favorite design ideas that I had for the kitchen was to replace the existing chrome pull handles, and I instead did brass knobs. I also decided to use a wallpaper as the backsplash in the kitchen. I used a pattern called Harlem 12, and the apartment is in Harlem, so I really loved having that direct nod to the history of my neighborhood. I found an unusual set of vintage plates from the 1970s that were originally sold at Bergdorf Goodman. And they have a gold background and they're painted, hand painted, with kitchen scenes. It's a really glam set, but again, really fun and really playful. I decided to use the long hallway as a bit of an art gallery. One of the really fun pieces in the hallway is a small painting that was done just for me. I actually posted a picture of my apartment on Instagram, and an artist DM'd me and said, could I, paint the image? I guess it's maybe like meta? But I love having a painting of my actual living room in my apartment. In contrast to the bold color palette of my main living space, my bedroom is soft and serene. The focal point of the room is this amazing wallpaper mural that was custom designed for me by Ozabri. My bedroom is truly myself. It's another side of my personality, and just like my living room, being in there just makes me really happy. My home is my laboratory, a place to experiment and try new things using my skills and tools as an interior designer. It's a perfect jewel box and a really great example of how to create a grand home in a small footprint. Thank you so much for joining me on this tour.
Coming up just after the break, we have another maximalist delight. This one's down south in Atlanta. Come on, take a trip with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Now we are in the College Park area of Atlanta with designer Andre Hilton. Andre wanted this place to feel grand and glamorous every step of the way, and he did it by mixing the traditional with the modern, the colorful with the muted. Check it out.
Hi, my name is Andre Hilton, owner of Jordan Hilton Interiors, and welcome to Atlanta. The idea behind this project was one word: grand. My client wanted everything to start with a black and white base, accented with gold, bold pops of color, and crystal all throughout. So we decided to paint the exterior brick all white and add a touch of modern edge to the windows by painting them black. Why don't you guys follow me inside so I can show you how I brought the exterior ideas into the interior. We wanted people when they first walked in to say, wow, oh my God, this is amazing. And what better way to add a pop of grandness than to bring in a crystal chandelier. So as you walk past the foyer, you enter the great room. Ginormous high ceilings, beautiful architectural windows. Take your attention to the fireplace mantel. This is called the Grandioso, and it definitely lives up to its name. The height, the stone really provides exactly what a room of this size needs. So to add that pop of color again in the space, we added a citron velvet sofa and tall wingback chairs and reupholstered them in a mohair. I wanted to make sure that my client and his guests could feel like they're in an intimate setting and full of luxuriousness, because that's what entertaining is all about. Hollywood Regency is the theme of this room. I wrapped the walls in a hand-painted black high-gloss lacquer. And to give my client and his guests the ultimate grand dining experience, I added gold leaf wallpaper to the ceiling. The idea for the seating was a traditional approach. We added 6 oval-back red French chairs, and to balance that, we added 2 tall traditional Versailles chairs. So I removed the upholstery from the top of the frame, and not only does it remove the echo, but it's also an amazing design touch. This is luxury. Part of my aesthetic when it comes to master bedrooms is to create the ultimate boutique hotel experience. The rug definitely grounds the space, bringing in lots of movement. The textured black and white twine wallpaper makes the room more intimate. I kept the bed frame regal, sophisticated, but also edgy. I also added pops of color in the pillows and my custom side chair. We call this the Andre chair. Design does not have to be boring. You can bring your own personality to it, adding colors, textures, layers, playing with old and new in order to suit your style. So I gotta go to my next project, but I'll definitely see you guys soon.
Coming up, we are with this design duo to see how they brought an open downtown feel to this Westchester home. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. We continue our celebration of Black History Month in the Westchester town of Rye with the husband and wife team Everett and Lisa Brown. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Everett.
Hi, I'm Lisa,
Welcome.
to one of our projects here in Rye, New York.
This project was all about blending modern and classic. The family wanted comfort and they wanted to be able to entertain, so they wanted a refined look by night, comfort by day.
So follow us and let us show you what we did.
This room is all about casual elegance.
We kept the furniture low profile to accentuate the ceiling height and to not obstruct the views.
But without a doubt, the focal point of this room is the stacked stone fireplace.
Which we built with the understanding that the TV would be there,
So we actually had the TV inset,
which made both the husband and the wife happy.
and we rounded this room off with an iconic daybed by Knoll. The kitchen is the heart and soul of every home. The architecture of this room, with its floor-to-ceiling glass, was created to take full advantage of the views. In fact, my client wanted it to feel like a treehouse, so our design choices were inspired by that. Pattern comes to life in the upholstery of the sofa, which we chose to mimic the falling leaves of autumn. You might not know it, but I actually love bright colors. But I think they should be used sparingly, so when you do see them, they're just that much more special. And in design, you always want to surprise people with the unexpected.
In the principal bedroom, it was all about luxury and comfort, because a bedroom is as much about touch as it is about style. To start with, we have this beautiful bed by Linier Rosé. It has really sleek lines and a plush headboard that's accented by this beautiful silk and velvet bedding. We added this yummy deep pile carpet, which feels amazing to step on first thing in the morning. This room gets tons of natural light, so we brought in some beautiful window treatments. They block out light while they add a little drama to the room. As nice as this room is inside, one of the best things about it is its easy access to outside.
Hey, where you been?
The bedroom.
Uh-oh.
We hope you enjoyed this tour of one of our favorite projects where we mix modern and classic for a fabulous experience.
Thanks for coming. We'll see you next time.
Coming up in just a bit, we head out west to the Tony Hills of Bel Air for a look at this over-the-top estate. You are not going to believe this. Stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Now we check out this jaw-dropping estate in Bel Air with designer Breegan Jane. Dubbed Unica and modeled after a Spanish villa, but supersized. This home has everything you can imagine and probably more. See why.
Hi, I'm Breegan Jane and welcome to Unica. This was a 2-year project that we have been designing over 41,000 square feet, 8 bedrooms and 21 bathrooms. We are at the heart of Beverly Hills overlooking the Santa Monica Mountains. The views were the first thing we wanted you to experience when you first came into this home. You know you're in the heart of sunny Southern California. As you walk through the front door, you are greeted with a beautiful seating waiting area, and just beyond that, a bar where you can enjoy a cocktail while you wait for the homeowner. This level also houses the main kitchen for when you feel like cooking, and the adjacent chef's kitchen for when you don't. And running the whole length of this floor is a balcony, allowing you to enjoy California's indoor-outdoor living. This is where we sleep at night, and you have 2 featured main bedrooms with their ensuite bathrooms. My favorite point in this whole house is the custom-made tub, carved from a single block of Japanese stone. This is a one-of-a-kind unit housed only by a gold faucet to fill it up while you overlook the views of Southern California. It's time to be entertained. We are gonna go down one more level to where the pool is and have a little fun. The waterfall edge is what truly connects you to those outdoor spaces. Seemingly endless over the Santa Monica Mountains, all you see are trees within sight. That's what we call relaxation. There's a reason we call the lowest level the wellness floor, and that's because it has everything you need to recover. Here you'll find the professional basketball court, the wellness bar with a custom resin countertop, a saltwater Olympic-sized lap pool, and of course the spa to complete your rest and relaxation. But let's not forget the soaking tub, perfect for an ice bath. Thank you for joining us at Unica. This has been a 2-year passion project of design, details, and customization to every inch of this home. I'm so happy we were able to take you inside all of the intricacies of this property. Come again.
Wow. I don't even know what you would do with all that space, but it seems like a pretty good problem to have if you're lucky enough to call that home. All right, coming up in just a bit, we are back in Harlem at the live-work residence of this neighborhood original. Welcome back. We are wrapping up this week's show in Harlem at one of the more unique places we have ever profiled. It's called the Faison Firehouse Theater, and it's a nearly 30-foot wide former firehouse built in the Beaux Arts style. Today it serves as a theater, creative hub, and home of owner and artistic director George Faison, a Tony Award-winning dancer and choreographer. And it's filled with memories of George's long and rich career. Take a look.
My name is George Faison. Welcome to Harlem. And welcome to my home, the Faison Firehouse Theater. I have danced all of my life, and as I've journeyed through this life, I've become a writer, a director, and a producer. 20 years ago, we bought this decommissioned firehouse and turned it into a space, an outlet for all of that energy that bubbles here in Harlem. And I wanted to pass that off to the children and show them that all the world is a stage, and this was my playground. When you walk into the lobby, I wanted you to feel an expanse. So we made that a 2-story level. And then through the front doors, you come into a theater that seats 100 people and a stage that is 22 by 30. And it's also raked like in the European style. It gives the audience and the dancer a feeling of limitless space. In the last 20 years, we've produced over 100 productions. We've had everything that you can imagine on this stage. Go upstairs and you'll find the mezzanine, and it's as raucous as the Apollo. And across from there is what I call the torture chamber. It's a room where you work on getting it right. As you move on up, you will go to the salon, which I'm very, very proud of, because that contains a lot of memorabilia about Harlem's past, my past, and we've had a lot of raucous parties singing around that piano that stands there, and a lot of great performances. In the parlor, you will see a magnificent stained glass that I was able to salvage from the Riviera Theater down on Broadway, along with the African mask that I was able to display. Thanks for coming and allowing me to share the great gifts that I've been given. And now it's time for somebody else to come to the Firehouse and create their dream, create their magic, create their memory.
Thanks for watching. Like what you see on the show? Well, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We have so many more beautiful homes to share. It's all about love. Share these homes, you know?